Hey guys, it's No Help and welcome to my March marathon where I'm going to be uploading a video every single day in March. We are so close to 10,000 subscribers, so if you can go ahead and smash the like button and subscribe to the channel, greatly appreciated. On with the video. Hey guys, what is up? It is No Help and welcome back to another video today. If you guys like the video, make sure to go ahead and smash the like button. So today I'm going to be talking about something, a new update that we're going to be getting in the future. It's pretty cool actually. It's kind of going to be a whole new way for us to launch and play old school RuneScape. Yesterday there was a Q&A after the release of the Temple of the Eye quest and the new rune crafting minigame, and they basically talked about this before they went ahead and talked about the minigame. The new account security system for RuneScape, and it's going to be a lot better and a lot stronger, and this is really good obviously because it's something that we've all really wanted for a long time, to just have better account security. And the way that they plan on doing this is actually really cool. So they plan on doing it through this thing called a Jagex account. Instead of your regular RuneScape account, you're going to migrate it over to this thing called a Jagex account. Now, a lot of people have a lot of concerns about things like this, but the way they explained it and the way that it looks anyways right now, you can actually go ahead and download the Jagex launcher right now on the old school RuneScape website, but right now you can only play it through the regular Java client. Eventually they're going to have RuneLite in it, so we can use RuneLite with it, and so far it looks so good. Now, obviously, you guys are going to have a ton of questions like I did myself. Can I play multiple accounts? And the answer is actually yes. You can play as many accounts as you want. And the cool thing about the Jagex launcher is you can migrate all of your existing accounts into this one account, so that you can have this one really secure and safe account that you can always log into and play. And basically, when you log into your Jagex account, you're going to have all of your RuneScape characters loaded into the one account, and you basically just click play, right? And then you have one username, one password type thing, one authenticator pretty much for your Jagex account now, rather than all your different RuneScape accounts. It's a lot more organized. It seems to be very clean, and especially when they have RuneLite into this, I'm pretty sure everyone's going to be using this, or we might only have the option to use this. Now, the cool thing about it is you can actually just make a brand new RuneScape account with the click of a button now on your Jagex account. So instead of having to make a brand new email and make all this and stuff like that, once you already have your Jagex account, you'll have your characters loaded into your Jagex account. You can just click create new character. Say you want to try out an Iron Man or something like that. You can simply do that now just from the Jagex account, which is awesome. Another really cool thing about this too is, say for like a long time you've been playing RuneScape, right? And then you start playing an Iron Man, for example, you might forget the password, username, stuff like that on your regular main account. And if you have them all migrated into one account, you could just like basically quit an account or not play it as much anymore, but then you still have it there, right? So that you can go ahead and access this whenever you want, right? So you can kind of be reminded to like, oh yeah, I do have this account. I haven't played it in a long time, stuff like that. I really am hoping that this is just going to pretty much change everything for account security and just ease of access into playing the game. It kind of reminded me of MapleStory in a way, you know, like when you loaded up the game, you had all of your characters. If you guys don't know what MapleStory is, it was a really popular game that was another MMO kind of 2D style game that was very popular maybe in 2008, 2009, and a lot of people that played RuneScape played MapleStory as well. But basically, when you loaded up this game, you could make up to 8 characters or something like that. I think it's probably a lot more now. And you just like click the character that you wanted to play and it launched, right? And then you can click sign out, but for your one account you could have up to 8 characters. And I think with RuneScape having this Jagex account, that will be so cool. It would just be really cool to like load up your Jagex account and like see your character like as like a picture, like maybe it's like a floating image or something like that, you know what I mean? I think it would be really cool to just like, oh, I want to play this character today, click it, and then it launches the client. And they did say you can play multiple at the same time, right? Because I know that would be pretty bad if they made like multi-logging not a thing anymore. But yeah, from your one Jagex account, you're going to be able to launch all of your separate RuneScape accounts at once. Obviously, you can't launch 2 of the same one, but you can launch all of your accounts at the same time. And this should also increase performance too, right? Everything is going to be loading from this one like thing, right? So like all your accounts will be loaded from this one thing with RuneLite already installed in it, and this way you will know that everything you're using on RuneLite as well is 100% approved by Jagex. Most of the RuneLite plugins are anyways already allowed by Jagex. There is some sketchy ones in the plugin hub, but now you will just know that it's right from Jagex themselves, right? Because people have always felt like sketchy about using third-party clients, and now, especially with RuneLite being there, you know that it's safe. RuneLite is already on the homepage of the RuneScape website, so the reason I think they put it there is to actually so that people would download the right RuneLite, not like get hacked, you know what I mean? But it's really good to see that Jagex is realizing, like just like a couple months ago, they wanted to ban the 117 HD plugin that RuneLite was doing, and now they have it integrated into their website and want to make it integrated into their new system. One other thing that is obviously going to help very much so is this is going to make bots decrease. It isn't going to get rid of bots. There's still going to be auto clickers. There's still going to be people writing scripts for RuneLite that they can probably get into this new system, and I'm sure there's going to just be other ways of launching the game and making botting clients and stuff like that, but I think it's going to decrease botting a ton, and this could be huge for the game. If we didn't have bots, Zulrah would still be like 4 million GP an hour. There's a lot of things that bots do that really affect the game in a whole, like the last man standing, for example. You're not fighting real people when you do that. When you go into last man standing, they are all bots, and I shouldn't say all, probably 90% of them are bots, and they're pretty much programmed not to lose. They will always, if you go play last man standing, you will see that everyone in that mini game will just automatically have the right prayers on. Even if you switch it, they will have the prayers on their heads before you even switch your thing. Like, they're programmed to just know exactly what you're gonna do, and it's crazy. So if we could just take down a lot of the bots, like the prices would get back to like relatively normal, and you know, certain money making methods that have been crashed by bots would just be viable again, right? And it would just be really cool to just actually every single person you see in the game to be able to, like, you know, chat to them or talk to them or something like that and know that they're a real person rather than like a script running beside you. And obviously with less bots too, the high scores would be more like realistic, especially the boss high scores. A lot of the boss high score top page people, and I shouldn't say top page people, but top couple hundred to up to 500, a lot of them are bots. Like, it's actually crazy. I remember watching a couple videos on people doing the like bot busting and stuff like that, and certain people with, like, you know, rank 500 mining, like they had like 100 million mining XP, were bots that just haven't been caught yet, mining fucking rune rocks in the wilderness and hopping worlds pretty much since the start of old school and just making bank. Like, it's crazy how some of these bots have just not been detected. If we need to launch the game with this new Jagex launcher, I think a lot of the botting problems will be solved. I'm not saying fully solved. I know there will still be tons of bots and there will still be ways of people botting, but it will help a ton. Maybe for like the casual person who bots, and this, like, even just if you could decrease the casual botters, that would be amazing. A lot of people lately have been putting down Jagex for the lack of good updates and the lack of account security. But ever since, like, you know, we've had Google Authenticator forever now, and there's really no excuse to not have that on your account, right? And now that they're doing this whole thing, it's really showing how much that they do care about the game and they do care about the community. What they said on the live stream yesterday was like, we do realize that your accounts mean more than just like a username and password. They're literally like your adventure saved in this thing, and you don't want any of that progression to be lost. And just hearing like developers and coders say that to you goes to show you that they actually do care. And to be honest, they have been putting out really good updates. They've been making a lot of quality of life updates recently, and they've been making the game overall just better. I know they haven't made a raids in a long time, but this summer we are getting a raids 3 for all those PVMers. I'm not sure too much about the whole PvP situation, but I know that in the past they've tried fixing that, but then again, botters ruined that, clans ruined that, and just the PKing community ruined that in total. So it's really not Jagex's fault to blame there. And honestly, with the PVM updates, they have been making some pretty decent ones. I know they haven't for a while, but they've been making really good updates. A bunch of really good quests have come out in that new minigame, the runecrafting minigame that came out the other day. absolutely amazing, and a really good job on that for sure. And I think we have I think we have a long lasting time for this game now, especially with the account security and stuff like that. It's going to be really good, and I'm actually really happy and I guess proud of Jagex in a way for doing something like this and just making good updates overall and keeping this game that we all love and are so nostalgic about alive and growing to this day. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video today. I'm really excited for the Jagex launcher to come out, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of problems at launch with people not being able to migrate their accounts and stuff, but I could be wrong. I know other games in the past that have tried to do this had a terrible time. There was this one old game that I played that was actually made by the same people that made MapleStory, and they were bought by another company, and everyone tried to migrate their accounts, and it just pretty much didn't work, and they lost all their players. So I don't think that will happen with Jagex. It's a lot bigger of a company and a lot bigger of you know, and they know more what they're doing, but it was just a bad time with that other game. The game was Combat Arms, for anyone who does know that game. Let me know down in the comments. That was a great game back in the day. They have a classic version of it now. It's kind of like old school and stuff like that. I play it from time to time, but yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video today, and yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow with the next video. See ya later.